Welcome to the ranch. Today I got a text from one of my pastors off site indicating that they ran out of grass, and this year has been crazy because we had lots and lots of rain in spring, and then we had no rain, or roughly no rain. And what I mean by that is that it sprinkled or sometimes even like a torrential downpour for a quick burst, but not actually. I'm backing up pretty good without using both hands here. We were able to get some rain on the ground because of the heavy downpour or some drizzle, but never enough to make the grass actually grow again. So one thing that I've learned over the years is when you start getting indications that cows are needing more, like they need grass, they need hay, don't put it off. If you put it off, they're going to jump the fences, push fences down, find ways to get what they want. And so even though today has been a long day at work, this is the reality of living on a farm, raising large livestock like cows, because when they're in need, you got to go. So even though I've had a long day at work, and I'm not going to complain about it, I'm thankful for my job. But now I get to put in for my second job, which is being a rancher. So I'm going to get in this house, even though I just got in the door. We're not going to get dinner first. We're going to get the kids. We're going to load up the trailer, and we're going to head out to the other pasture and try to get them loaded up as quickly as possible. Of course, I'm taking Titus. I'm not forgetting Titus. He's my boy. So with all of us and using some cattle cubes, hopefully we can get them loaded up quick and get them back, because I'm tired and I just want to get to the house. All right, boys, let's get the trailer loaded up, get the cattle cubes, make sure that we're getting Titus, and let's get ready to roll.
But first, let's hear from our sponsor. All right, guys, let's be honest. We all feel like life can be overwhelming at times. We can get through our day and still feel like it's never ending. And honestly, that's where our sponsor, BetterHelp, really can come in handy. Let me explain. Our animals need us, our kids need us, our husbands or wives need us, our family needs us, our friends need us. Our chore list is literally a mile long. Sometimes we don't even feel like making dinner for ourselves because things can just feel overwhelming, stressful. You don't even want to do your favorite hobby anymore. Whatever it is, sometimes even hanging out with friends and family just doesn't feel like the best option. This is where BetterHelp will come in handy. See, BetterHelp's going to connect you with a licensed therapist who's trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. It's super easy. Here's how. First, you go to their site. You can use my link, BetterHelp.com/BlandsRanch. You answer a few questions, and then BetterHelp is going to match you up with a professional who's had years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours and mine. You'll be matched to a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast. You can do it all from your phone or a computer, via phone call, video chat, or even messaging. Whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, it's literally the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. Let BetterHelp connect you to someone, a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home, or maybe from the comfort of your backyard. Visit BetterHelp.com/BlandsRanch or choose Bland's Promised Land Ranch during sign up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. And now, back to our video.
Well, I got to the truck and I figured while we're driving, rather than you just staring at me drive, I would take a few minutes and share something with you, the viewer. A lot of times I get questions about whether or not life on the farm is truly as busy as I make it out on the videos or not. And I want to say they absolutely are. There are definitely slow times, but there's a lot of busy times as well. You know, the busyness of the farm life doesn't hinge on a time clock. It's not a 9-to-5 type thing. It's any day, any time. Weekends, holidays, it doesn't matter. And this is where I want to really compliment my kids if they ever watch this video. I don't know. A lot of times you hear parents talk about their kids being lazy, or they don't want to work for anything that they have. They want everything to be given to them. Well, my kids are not like that. My kids work hard. And, you know, as I said, I had a 10 to 11 hour day easy. And now I'm coming out here to do farm work. And the same is true with the kids. They worked today. Not only did they work, but they also had their homeschooling stuff that they have to work through and everything else that comes in life. And my kids don't complain. They don't whine. They understand that this is the way we live, and they're willing to do it just like I'm willing to do it. And so I take off the proverbial hat to my kids because they're hard workers, all of them. And I want to say that's what we need more of in this world. Not more people thinking that they deserve certain things, but people who are willing to get their hands dirty, get calluses on their hands, dirt under the fingernails, and not to be afraid to get out there and give 100% for what their dreams are. So right now we're loading up the trailer after the kids have had their work today, after I've had my work, and we're skipping dinner for the time being to make sure that we can go do what we need to do. And so hats off to them. So good job, guys. I'm proud of you, and I want to make sure I acknowledge you for all the hard work you put in. So without any more wasted time, they're probably wondering what I'm doing. They're like, come on, Dad, are we doing this? Are we going to shoot videos? Without any more wasted time, let's go get them cows. Now, for crying out loud, like there's not enough going on. Now I got this. I got 45 miles until empty, low gas. The teenagers don't know how to put gas in the vehicle. Am I right?
I know how to do it.
Oh, maybe that was me that did that. Yikes. All right, so with me today, I've got Jacob back there. Jonathan, what up? Elijah, and the star of the show, Titus. Well, we don't know if he's a star yet, but we'll find out. All right, so we got out here at the pasture, and daylight is working against us. The sun is dropping quickly in this season. And so I'm out here looking, and the grass really isn't that low, but again, because this is a lease land, I try to make sure that the people that I work with, that we do work together. And if they're calling and they're concerned and they're telling me things that's going on, then I want to make sure that I'm working with them and not against them. So while we were pulling up, the kids were able to basically take the cubes in there, get the cows to jump right in there behind them, and that's a good thing. Them big cows know what to do. When you're dealing with the little calf that's back here, those are the wild ones, which is why I told the kids, just get out and start pushing them into the corral. If they're willing to follow, we're willing to push them in, and we'll have to deal with the video part later. So anyway, we're out here. We evaluated some of the ground, and again, it's not too terribly bad, but if they're being picky with what they're eating, I don't want to wait for the call to tell me that they've made it out onto the highway. So this pasture is close to the highway. I've actually had to pay cowboys to go lasso them and drag them into a trailer on Memorial Day, by the way. As I said earlier, farming isn't based upon time clocks or seasons or holidays. Farming is based on the need. So I don't want to wait for that to happen. And so if I got to pull them over to my pasture for the time being, let them finish up the grass there and then feed hay, it'll be easier to do it all at my pasture. So thankfully they're pinned up right now, and so now it's time to get them in to the trailer. Thankfully at this pasture, they have everything in place. This is an older gentleman that used to run cattle on his property, so everything's here. We got a squeeze chute, we got a little funnel area, so it should be easy load up. But if not, then we always have Titus to come up from behind. So I just need to get a couple of these pieces tied up and ready for them to run through without any hesitation, I guess. So we use the cubes to lure the cows into that area. And once we get everything tied up, then we're going to go ahead and try to push them through here without stressing them out too much, because there are a couple mamas in here Only one calf has been dropped. 2 more should be on their way.
You want to finish it all? No, he's behind you anyway.
Hey, can you guys get up on Birdie a little bit? Hey, guys, you need to... Hey. No, get up. Good job, boys. That's what we do. Before I left, I wanted to swing over here and show you the pond, or your Texan if you call it a tank. You can see here the water level, how low this has gotten now. That water line has depleted so much because of how little rain that we've had. Thankfully, this is a place where we've never had to worry about it drying out, but just kind of gives you an idea how much, or the lack of rain, I guess I could say. As I'm heading back to the truck, it's one of the things I think about is the cows have only been here for 3.5 months, which is pretty good. It's better than having to feed hay a lot earlier than what I am right now. So that's a plus. I'm gonna take that as a plus, a positive out of this, and good partnerships with people that we run cattle with. And the biggest thing that I'm going to be really excited about is trying to figure out which mama belongs to the calf, or should I say which calf belongs to the mama. Because again, I don't know if you've seen that short yet, but these two look very heavy, but yet this one is nursing that baby. So by bringing them back to my place, I'll be able to keep a closer eye on that and hopefully be able to figure out who belongs to who. That was a concern I had, because once the other calves were dropped, I was going to have to figure out if the one mama was feeding when she shouldn't be. And if that's the case, then I got to separate them. So maybe it's all for the good, the better, which it always is. God's plan is always better. So again, couldn't ask for a better night. Now it's time to get home.
So while the guys are out going, they didn't eat dinner or anything before they left. So my job is to basically make sure that they've got food when they get in. I've got rice in the Instant Pot, and I put some salmon. I already started making the salmon before they left. So let me show you what I've got. I'm gonna pull it out and see if it looks pretty good and done. So we're gonna check it really quick so that as soon as they walk in the door, they can have food to fill their bellies. So I'm pretty sure that salmon is finished. Let me just fork check. Nice and finished. So we're gonna cover this back up until the guys get inside so that they can eat their salmon and the rice. Just like parenting, farm work isn't really a 9-to-5 job. When things happen, you have to go. So I am filling in the gaps here and making sure that at least they can eat something, even if it's 8 o'clock by the time they have dinner. This is hard with one hand. Rice is finished, very hot, ready to go.
Good? Everything good, boys? Good. Good. Still trying out this new camera, which I don't know that I like or not, because it's automatically just following my face like a creep. Oh. Okay. Anyway, we got our salmon. Got the salad. Thankful for my wife. Thankful for the family. Thankful to the Lord for all His provision. Amen. Bye. Hey, man.
Huh?
Coming to the end of his life. Let's give our new camera a try while we're trying to fill it for gas. Well, I'm trying to see you. It won't let me see you.
He has to come in front of you.
No.
It's not linked up to your camera at all.
It's gonna take. Oh,
if you cover
suck a bang! Look at that. I covered up the camera. You got nothing on me, boy. It's trying to capture that face over there.
That stand?
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's
the camera's
moving.
on the front.
Okay, but it's still locking in on that.
Because you hit my foot.
They're not. Go down that way. No, we're down that way.
Oh, this is weird. I can't balance that. Oh, never mind. Turn it off. Stupid new camera.
Jump.